It fails. So guys, I want to bring you a quick video on all the craze about these fidget spinners, whether they're the plastic ones or the metal ones, light up ones. We've got a Fidget Cube. I mean, what gives? These things are all over the place. So what are these things about, and why the heck do you want one? So more coming up. So I was quite skeptical myself. I saw these out there. I saw a million YouTubers do these videos about these fidget spinners and the fidget cubes, and really just wanted to find out for myself what the craze was all about. It's pretty popular in more of the, I would say, teenager age range, right? But I was just kind of curious, like, what is this? What does this mean? What does this help me with? So let's just kind of show you what these things are and what they do. So from a plastic one, just like this one, this is a Fidget Spinner brand, so much like the Fidget Cube. And it's just plastic. It has a center bearing that you can take these caps off both sides and see the inner bearings of it. But it also has bearings here on each of the 3 spots. So this is a tri-spinner. And you can grab those and throw it around like this to get it to spinning, right? Or you can just sit here and I see some people doing this with it, whatever, right? But the most common is grabbing it like so and spinning it. So these will spin for several minutes. It just kind of depends on what grade you get, what quality you get, also how clean the bearings are. So you need to clean them every once in a while, get the dirt and grime out of it. But also if you want to grease them a little bit, I don't know what special grease you should use, so don't take my advice on that. But I do know you can get these things to spinning for well over 4 to 5 minutes. Another version of one of these that I picked up was the metal one. So I was like, well, maybe the metal one with a little bit more weight feels more satisfying in your hand. So I thought I would try it out, and it kind of does, right? With a little bit more weight, it seems to, when you spin it, have more feedback with it. But really, I mean, it's just fine. I think either one is just fine, but this one looks a little cooler being metal. It's got a little cooler design on it, right? You can open this up and get right into the bearing. This screws out and you can pull that bearing out to clean it really well. And this is a fidget spinner by Go Twiddle, and they provide some really good instructions. They sent me an email as soon as I bought it on Amazon and let me know, here's some tricks with it you can do. So if you want to be a trickster and do all sorts of crazy stuff with it, go right ahead. They can show you how to do that. But then also they have a care package with that to show you, you know, how to clean the bearings and what to do with them and to maintain it going forward. Lastly is the Fidget Cube. So my interest was piqued here with the Fidget Cube probably more before the Fidget Spinner, just because I do know there are quite a few people out there that like to click their pens and do other things that you know, just may annoy the people around them, but you know, hey, they can't help it sometimes. I even catch myself, you know, maybe more tapping my foot or doing something like that. So maybe this is something that I thought could help me, right? Just to kind of walk you around what these Fidget Cubes are, is you've got a joystick which can act as more of a click button, so similar to a pen click, but also you've got a joystick so you can turn that. You've got the spin portion here, so it's got a little bump on it, and you can put your finger on that and spin it. Here's a 5-button, looks like a dice, right? But these, as you can hear, have an audible click to them. So either the sound might be satisfying, or it might just be the click itself. You've got a ball, it's similar to a ball bearing, and that's good to just grab a hold of and roll around. It's kind of occupying there. You also have these 3 wheels, and the 3 wheels are independent of each other, so you can roll each one separately, but they are quite loud, as you can hear. So this wouldn't be something you would want to use if you're trying not to annoy your neighbors at work or anything like that. Pen clicking is probably going to be just as bad, right? So might just stick with pen clicking. Then we've got a light switch type of side to it, and you can hear that it has a little bit of a loud click to it, but what I found is if you put pressure on it and just rock it, that does the same thing without making a loud noise. So this could be an alternative to maybe a pen click or something here, but mostly I find that one is the one that does it. Also on the bottom there's just an indentation, and that's, I haven't found much satisfaction out of that, but just more like a rubbing stone, I guess, or something, where you rub on it and that gives some sort of satisfaction to help you fidgeters out there. So one of the things I do is I set a long periods of time. I'm a developer by day, so I do software development, and just sitting there on the keyboard, you kind of get bored, and a lot of people do stress balls and they do other things to help alleviate needs of wanting to click their pens or shake their leg. Who knows? I do it sometimes. I get to shaking my leg when maybe I'm really focused on something, typing something. Now, of course, this wouldn't help with typing because it is more of a two-handed sport, so to speak. You know, what I found out is after I started using one of these, I'm sitting on a phone call for a long period, I get distracted, I go somewhere else and start doing something else, quit listening to the call, and this really helps me focus. This really helps me stay in tune with what people are saying on the phone, and just, I guess, not get bored with what's going on. So anyhow, that's what my thoughts and opinions are on these. So a lot of the kiddies out there, the teenagers, they really love them, and I think it's for much of the same reasons. It's to help you stop whatever bad habit you may have from a fidgeting standpoint. This might help you also. Go check out more about these 2 spinners and the Fidget Cube in the description down below. I'll put some links in there for you guys to go find one of these yourself. They're not that expensive. Hope you enjoy this video. If you want to know anything more about these, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Leave me some questions, and let me know what you think. So hit the thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the subscribe if you want to keep in touch with more content coming out in the future, and also hit that bell notification if you would, please. So anyhow, until next time, guys, stay safe, and we will catch you on the next video.